This is probably the biggest crisis Nigerian Super Eagles have faced in the last 5 or 10 years. What's currently happening right now? Coach Finidi reportedly resigning from his seat today. He doesn't want to continue anymore. He feels disrespected because the NFF and sports minister are actually considering getting a foreign coach to call the shots for Nigerian Super Eagles. So he feels that this is way too much disrespect to him. He wants to step down. Plus, they're reducing his salary from initial 15 million naira a month to 5 million naira. So, which is basically demoting him to maybe the assistant coach or something like that, so that the new coach will be heading the team going forward for next games. And he resigned. And then, as if that wasn't enough, Osimhen obviously on his Instagram, you know, killed Finidi. Killing Finidi, what I mean here is he completely verbally fought Finidi, by refuting or by answering back what Coach Finidi reportedly said. Of course, if you follow this channel, you know that I talked about the fact that Coach Finidi, a very close source that observed the meeting said that Coach Finidi in that meeting blamed Osimhen as one of the reasons why Nigerian didn't get the result, because Osimhen was doing guy. He was fit to play, but he didn't want to play. And Finidi said, according to the close source that observed the meeting, Finidi said that he is not ready to beg anybody, that he's not going to beg Osimhen to come play for Nigerian Super Eagles. So that apparently was what Osimhen saw that angered him, and then he came out full force on his Instagram live. But before I talk about that one in details, let's first talk about the most important one, which is the fact that Coach Finidi has resigned after that meeting. If you follow the channel, I talked about the meeting that they held, that they attended, organized by the Minister of Sports, Senator John Eno, at his office. That was 2 days ago. Finidi attended. NFF executive committee also attended, led by Ibrahim Gusau. And the things that transpired inside the meeting was not favorable to Coach Finidi. And I mentioned in the last video, if you followed it, that Finidi came out of that meeting in a somber mood, in a more or less sad mood. He didn't want to talk to anybody because he was literally angry. And then today, it's breaking. It's all over the news. Punch, Score Nigeria, all this conventional media are now printing that Coach Finidi has now stepped down. But here is the gist. That meeting, obviously I talked about it. NFF had a prior meeting before the meeting with the sports minister. And in their meeting, that is NFF, they actually discussed about the possibility of hiring another person, a foreign manager, but under the role of a technical advisor, senior technical advisor to Coach Finidi. So they went to the meeting with the minister to offer that as an idea to help make things better for Nigerian Super Eagles, start getting results. But apparently, what this means is that definitely, if the sports minister is to cue into what NFF are saying, then Finidi is going to be demoted from his role as the official Nigerian Super Eagles head coach, and the demotion comes with everything. Salary is definitely going to be reduced. His say in the team is definitely going to be reduced. So he would just be like someone who's not relevant, in the team. And that was exactly what the NFF brought to the table, as their solution to get results in that meeting with the sports minister. But this didn't favor Finidi, of course, because it means that they don't believe in him, they don't trust him enough to handle the Nigerian Super Eagles. Just after 2 games, they're already saying that they don't want him to make the decisions. They want to employ someone else to make the decisions, a white coach. If you follow the channel, you know that Antonio Consencao is the man that NFF are pushing forward to the sports minister as the man that has to be the next Super Eagles head coach. This man was the former coach of the Indomitable Lions of Cameroon for 2 years. He was the one that took them to the 2021 African Cup of Nations. He went to the semi-finals, losing out in penalties to Egypt in the semi-finals, but he also won the 3rd place for them, which is definitely a good record. And based on the record for Cameroon that this man has, he's played a record 24 matches, lost only 2 games, for them, which is why NFF are looking at getting this man. They see his record as really, really fantastic, you know, and that's what they want for the Nigerian Super Eagles, someone who has the mentality of winning. So this is the man that they want to use to replace Coach Finidi. And Coach Finidi, obviously a legend of Nigerian Super Eagles, a legend of the game. He's played football at the top level, the highest level, feels insulted, which is why he had to walk away from the job. Plus, you know, they were about to demote him because if this new coach comes in, he's definitely going to be demoted to somewhere around the assistant coach. And then his salary reportedly slashed, you know, by like 3, because he used to collect 50 million naira, or the agreement, you know, is that he's going to be taking home 50 million naira. But now they are talking about slashing it to 5 million naira. You know, all of these things Finidi saw as an affront to his name, you know, which is why he decided to leave. And then Osimhen, of course, you know, I talked about him. He is not happy. He's in fact lashed out, blasted, whatever you want to call it. You know, that's what you can call it. On his Instagram live, he went out to really, really, you know, talk some really mean things about Coach Finidi. What's his anger? His anger is the fact that Coach Finidi said that he cannot go and beg Osimhen to come play for Nigerian Super Eagles. Osimhen didn't appreciate that comment. He was really, really angry because he said that he wanted to be with the team, even asked Coach Finidi to be in the team, but Finidi said that he should go spend time with his family since he is injured and all of that. Osimhen said, okay, he went to spend time with his family. He actually went to Germany to be with his daughter. You know, he did scan, you know, he said that before. He did an MRI test because of that injury, and he had every proof, everything that happened, his injury, the MRI that he did, the doctor that he spoke with, that he was even on the phone when he was seeing the doctor. He called Coach Finidi to inform him of his injury, but he knew that this situation is going to come up, that you know, they are going to want to blame him when things don't go well after the game, which was why he was keeping all the details, all the you know, evidence. Personally, I felt Osimhen lashed out too much. He said a lot of things that he shouldn't have said, you know, on social media. A lot of things, including the fact that, you know, he says that if speaking out is going to make him not being called up or not play for Nigerian Super Eagles again, that he doesn't care. You know, Super Eagles doesn't belong to anybody's father. You come and play and you go and all of that. And he also said that he has lost respect for Coach Finidi. And all of these things, they are not really necessary. I don't think personally is the right way to go about it. But apparently the young man was angry with what Coach Finidi reportedly said in the meeting, because he felt that Coach Finidi threw him under the bus. But enough talks about that. Let me know what you think about what's happening right now. Coach Finidi resigning, Osimhen blasting, criticizing Coach Finidi for throwing him under the bus. That's the update, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and share the video. React to any of the stories that you like. Take care of yourself. Small updates unraveling, and stay tuned to the channel, guys.